this is really something that it is really it's an extension of ourselves. I don't feel and see any difference from my own personality. So whenever I'm here, I see you, Igor, I see you, Angela, as Igor and Angela, first and foremost. Myself, for me, I am more relaxed even to present my own personality because maybe I am less worried about how do I look like and what kind of things people are paying attention to. So I can be really more relaxed. I think this is quite an interesting way to be in a meeting, to be in this kind of form and shape. For me, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I would like to add this. I think most of people, and that's the feedback that I've been having, is that people are worried about how it's going to be having this possibility to have a digital form. So if people are willing to use this to like run away of what they are in,
right.
They say the real life, if it's going to be a possibility to be something different of what we are normally. But the way I see is that most of people doesn't really get that we are performing different avatars in our real life the whole time. So if you are a father, you have this avatar when you are with your kids. When you are at your work, you need to wear certain clothes. Like if my company has a dress code, I need to wear a kind of avatar. I'm always using a kind of avatar. And here it's just another kind of. So it's just an extension, as Mirna said. I don't feel any difference. If of course, you can use different avatars. If I want to be a banana or whatever, depending on where I am, I can do this digitally speaking. But if I'm in a workspace, in a metaverse, it's something that cannot happen as well as in my real life. So I cannot come here with something strange. It's just, it doesn't fit. The same way that it doesn't fit in the normal life and physical life, let's say. So for me, it's just what she said. It's an extension of our lives, and it's something that we need to get used to it. That it's nothing different from our basic lives.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. We are avatars. Like even the digital form, no, we think that I see a lot of people with a lot of prejudice in these forms that we are now, but this looks like you are kind of a puppets, or and if you are watching this and you never had this experience, you may think like that. But for us here, as we spoke before, it's truly immersive. This physical appearance disappears in 2 minutes, and you just stay with the person. But then, like you're saying, when we are on LinkedIn or we are on Twitter, we are already having these personas, no? We are already having, and which one is you? All of them, none of them, and all of them combined. No, I think this specific, more explicit form of avatar, like that we are now representing, eventually disappears. And I think there's still some prejudice, especially from those who never saw this or experienced this firsthand, but also because there is a contamination with. We were talking before, today, with games and I don't know how to overcome this prejudice. How do you see this potential so people can accept, knowing that it is a part of you, that is not 100% you, but it's a part. How do you feel? Tools or ideas that we can give people to overcome this prejudice.
I think that the first thing is to have an open mind, and if possible, to have a taste of it. As you said, once you are immersed here, I don't think it needs 2 minutes. It's even less. It's even less. When you get, of course, the first time you just, you need to see, here there's a table, and then when you see you are totally here. The feeling of presence for me, I already said this before in one of our conversations, it's even I feel more present here sometimes than when I'm talking to someone in a physical world, because as I don't have this physical form, it's a digital form. I need to pay attention in you, if it's you, and I can recognize you even if you come here wearing any costume, digital costume.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel that it's you, even though we, especially, we never met in a physical world. And I'm gonna know that it's you in few minutes, and no matter what form you're gonna be using.
Yeah.
So I think that the first thing is to be open, to have the experience, and not entering or starting thinking from somewhere that you don't know, you never experienced it. So you
not with a preconception. Not without a preconception. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would add something that for me, because at the end of the day, we are worried about misbehaving or attitudes which are not fine, and this can happen anywhere, right? So people can misbehave, or people can behave badly with the wrong attitude, no matter where they are, wearing an avatar or not. So this is something very important. I think that the moment that we have an avatar and the chance to extend possibilities to do good, or to do things which sometimes in the physical form might be not possible, it's another alternative. So let's open our mind, exactly as Angela said. And something else, it is already proven in some research that if people, for instance, play a role being themselves, or sometimes being taller, like for instance, if I'm here and I am taller as an avatar and I do some experiment with you, I might feel sometimes more confident, and this can give me to my own person, whenever I'm back without the avatar, it can ignite me a little bit more of confidence. So we can even use this to feel like, look, I can play a little bit different than I am, and this can give me a positive feeling. And then I can use that in my daily life. So we can use that, again, as I said, to things that can transform us positively. So absolutely. I'm very, very optimistic that people can start trying it, and again, looking at this as a very good experiment for using it for, again, growing confidence or communication issues. How can I communicate better? How can I address some issues that are linked to sometimes even more private issues, which is easier for me to relinquish and to vent than when I am with my physical body. So this might be a way. So we have to think what alternatives we can do to really grow ourselves as human beings. That's how I see the avatar.
No, and it's totally, I can relate 100% with this. Like I mentioned, one of my employees is a physical disability, but not here. And this is in the sense that the avatar itself is an equalizer in that sense. So whatever physical advantage I may have on a physical world that I don't have necessarily in the digital world, and whatever disadvantage that he has on the physical world he doesn't have here, so it equalizes, and then we just stay with the person. I think we talked about this before, but this is huge. And then it relates to this point, that so if you can enhance the capacity of someone to learn, to be the best of themselves because of an avatar, because of this is fantastic. But is this fake? It is not fake. It's just something that was kind of a hidden, and then you unveil that through the avatar, and we do that. I don't know. Artists have been doing this for generations. I express myself painting a painting, or writing a book, or recording a music.
Or being an actor. I mean,
being an actor, exactly.
They are wearing avatars all the time. Exactly. So, and they are still important to the society. They are still performing a role which might be extremely crucial in that moment. But they have to wear an avatar as an actor to go through with the message. So we are also here sending and getting messages in a different format. But that's, again, back to what we are discussing. It is me still, with my values, with my principles, with the way that I think, with my mind. So I'm here. It's me. So I don't. But of course, I think it's a very good discussion. What are the fears? Because people are moved. Whenever they are resistant to something, it's because of fears. So what kind of fears people might have in that regard?
I would say the first fear that I feel is that not I feel personally, but that I get from some of my haters is that but it's just a game. It is just a play, or it's something that this is not for real. So if you actually want to do business, or if you want to do something more value oriented, you can't do it like this. And then I have a great experience, and I was talking to you before. I had this week I had a call with a client, and we were on a Google Meet or Zoom or a platform like this, but I was also here. And eventually, my client he preferred to speak with me as an avatar, and that was impressive, because for him there was no difference. In the sense that, okay, he was interested, it was eye-catching for him, he was more engaged in speaking with me, so because of something new for him. But eventually we spent more than an hour having a meeting. And myself, I was totally comfortable, because I don't feel the difference. I think this is just an aspect, as a representation of myself. But I was pleased and I was satisfied the fact that he lowered the prejudice and the barrier, and was accepting this as just a normal thing. So this feeling of I'm ridiculous or not, it just ends. But the moment that you start talking to people that are open-minded, that are open for this experience. No?
Yeah, I think that maybe another fear that people must, or maybe they have, is kind of losing themselves, or being fooled. Like, how can I know if you are you that are here in front of me? And we already discussed this as well. Like, if I'm in a game or in some place that there's someone there, and it's a child or it's not a child, how can I say who is in front of? How can I know who exactly is in front of me? And in this sense, I would say that it adds values to us, because we need to pay really attention in who you are, and I need to totally get rid of
concentrate.
About your image. I need to know who you are. So if I'm talking to you and you have 5 years old, I can feel this. No matter what the digital form you have in front of me. So it makes me really be more paying attention in everything that I'm doing, and in people, in themselves.
And this raises a very good point also that I realized the other day. I think we mentioned in another time we spoke. I was in another forum as an avatar, and then there was this group of people talking, and they were talking about let's say potentially a topic that has some potential conflict, but the way they were engaged was super polite. They were like very polite. They were very constructive in the way they were talking. I was not participating in the conversation, but because they were in their avatars, there was I couldn't hear no hate speech or something that was extreme, because it kind of this form kind of humanized them. They were nicer. They're just nicer. And probably this guy on Twitter, he may be a super hater, but not here, not in this condition. So if the internet is evolving to something like this, there is the risk, and there will always be the risk, but there is this side effect, this positive effect that maybe people will be nicer. I think that's one of the reasons that motivated us to talk about this, right?
Yeah, I think you said that the right word is evolving, because as you said, this guy in Twitter, he is using an avatar, but he feels like protected.
Yes.
But when he is in a place like this, you cannot feel this protection, because you are totally here. Yeah. So it's like you're putting your face. Yeah. It's yourself. So
it's an immersive avatar. Yeah. No, we're talking about forms of avatars. So this immersed avatar is the next stage,
Yeah, it's next stage. Yeah. Exactly.
And if I think about, like, psychologically speaking, right? If we think about having stereotypes, it's easier for me to have stereotypes in the physical world because I can already amalgamate what I am, for instance, sometimes against because of my preconceived ideas. Being in the avatar world, it seems foolish to have like preconceived ideas, in front of like an avatar. It's a kind of thing which does not ignite me with these feelings. Oh, because you are small, because you are from this place, because you have this and that, doesn't play a role here. Yes. So I think that goes along to what you said. It really dismantles the possibility to have this kind of, preconceived ideas or stereotypes to play a big role, I believe.
Are people prepared to let it go, the preconceptions, the prejudice?
I think it's an invitation. Maybe we can look at the avatars and the metaverse as an invitation to build something that we can be more than have or do things. I think we can maybe be different things, and then maybe bring back to the physical world, and vice versa. We can nurture ourselves with good things. Why not? It depends on us.
I agree.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah.
No. I don't know. I think we had a great stint.
Yes.
I don't know if anything else that you'd like to add about this. I think we can have other rounds.
Sure.
I think we covered a lot of points. I mean, the idea of this episode is to be short and sweet, but get deep into the things that we believe are important for people to understand about the metaverse. No?
Sure.
Yeah, and it's always good to hear from people what they think and what they would like us to discuss, and it's an invitation, as Mirna said.
And if you're watching this, please give us your comments here, whatever you're watching. Let us know, what do you think about your avatar? You're probably reading this or watching this as an avatar yourself. So, let us know. Let's say both. This is a conversation more than anything. I think it's the three of us start this conversation, but definitely, I think that's the spirit of the internet or the metaverse, isn't it? It's an open conversation. So, and this is a super hot topic. I think talk about avatars is something that is great.
Yes. Perfect.
All right.
Excellent. Yes.
Okay,
always
so
a pleasure being with you guys.
Yeah, likewise. So let's stay here for today until the next episode.